I was really scared because most of the panelists were stalwarts. I'm used to speaking my mind on television debates and social media, but here I was in the company of Kiran Nagarkar, Nandita Haskar, Harsh. There was the audience. They had huge expectations, and I was always. I'm used to be a speaker. I'm not used to be the moderator, and I was really not convinced how would I moderate because I am really very outspoken. So I was, but I think it went really well. I think the speakers put in a perspective. Most of us, although we were on the same page, we had a different perspective on things. And I think that the perspective we got, whether it was in Kashmir, whether it was on, the cow politics that is going on in the country, I think it was a much needed discussion. Personally, to hear them speak today was quite an experience. It was pretty much enriching. Especially when I heard Nandita speak about Kashmir and Kashmiri Pandits. I think that was a new perspective from her, which I hadn't heard before, especially because she herself was a Kashmiri Pandit. Nayantra Sehgal, of course, her very straightforward response to nationalism, saying it's nonsense. It takes a lot of courage to say that. And of course, Harsh with his very measured and very factual points. I think the audience went away today very enriched in what we are today dealing with. This is unlike other literary festivals. I've been to some of them. I'm not a Litfest person, but this is a very intimate gathering of people. It's like an extended family of sorts. People do have disagreements. There are people with different views. There are people from the center, right and left. But it ended up being a small family affair. Everybody was like one small family. I think the fact that most of the school students were a part of it, whether it was Doon or Vellum, I think that quite, made it more interesting because, even when I speak about my book, I prefer going to colleges and schools, and that's what I wanted. These minds, these are inquisitive minds. These are minds that one needs to really target, especially with such rational thought processes. So I think WIC and this Litfest that it is organized, I think it's one of the most beautiful, ethereal experiences for me. Yes. I don't know. I hope that the youth is more opinionated. I think if the youth can stop being fence-sitters, that's something politicians do most of the times. So please don't do that. Don't be fence-sitters. Have an opinion. Take a stand. And fence-sitting is not going to take you anywhere. So you might as well take a stand. We are living in a time when having an opinion is very important, so you might as well have an opinion. You don't really have to be a writer to express your point of view. There are blogging spaces, there are Facebook, Twitter, and other spaces where you can write. So express yourself. That's the reason why we're all here. We speak the same thing at every Litfest. The reason why we are here is because we wanted to speak to you in person. So, yeah. And I really wanted to talk about WIC. I think after Prithvi Cafe in Bombay, I think this is unlike not even Delhi for that matter. This is a very intimate space. The kind of books, the kind of spaces that you have built for various groups, various age groups. I think this is the place to look out for in the next few years.